So, hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. This is for Capricorn suns and those with strong or significant Capricorn placements in their chart. If you know what house Capricorn rules and what's in there, this may be able to give you some specific insights into a certain area of your life. All right, if you are new to me and new to the channel, I have no filter. I don't sugarcoat my messages. I just read how I read. So, if that is not your thing and you have a certain style you like, I'm respectful. You can always sign off now. Otherwise, we are definitely getting into this for December. Now, the month of December, Capricorn shares with Sagittarius, and I just did the Sagittarian reading, and we have some repeat cards in the top row that's pretty major. So you might want to listen to the Sagittarius reading because this definitely ties into that whole theme. And Capricorn being an earth sign, a manifested reality type of energy, this is possibly what that energy in the Sag reading looks like in the reality of things. So getting into it and starting off the reading, I pulled from my Rainbow Warrior activation deck for what energy needs to be integrated, and we got card number 6, which is ancestors. And it's all about history, culture, DNA transformation, spiritual family, habits, and tradition. And it says, over the millennia, billions of human beings and other creatures have lived on planet Earth and have left their legacy, whether it be through DNA, transformative events, traditions, or spirit. Understanding what came before you will assist in your current situation, either to clarify what traditions may need to be retired or to point to the strengths and support you are endowed with through your ancestral line. Respecting your elders and honoring what came before you isn't condoning the erroneous ways of the past, but it is embracing the teachings and wisdom they leave behind. Know that your spiritual family surrounds you with love, strength, support, and innovative resolutions to all your life's challenges. If you think about it, everything has a spirit. From the smallest single-cell organism to the most complex of beings like humans. Every plant, every animal that has ever walked this earth, whatever they consisted of in body or spirit, never left the earth. That energy is still here. That energy is still here. Every bit of energy that was on this planet 1,000,000 years ago is still here. It's the energy that you're created from. And it's all around you. Tuning into this big energy that we embody. The legacy of light, or the guidance card, is about calling on that energy to help you move forward in the highest good of all that energy. The action card, demonstrate love, is about finding out what is important to the people you love and acting on it. Now, I did get a very specific message, so this may or may not resonate with everyone. You can definitely take it metaphorically speaking, but there is definitely, and it's mirrored in the tarot, this return to the mother or trust of the mother energy. Even if it's moving away from a father figure, whether it's just physically speaking, changing locations, maybe a child returning to their mother, or someone who is returning to a very nurturing energy that is not of maybe even traditional standards of family dynamics, right? Or expectations, right? Like a father might have expectations from their child. But this is about getting back in touch with a very feminine energy, a very intuitive energy, literally or figuratively speaking. We got the star card as the milestone that came out with the Hierophant, and the star card was also in the Sagittarius reading as the milestone, but this time it came out with the Hierophant, which is a marriage to the healing. It's seeing the pests in the energy, the thieves, the little sneaky thieves of energy here and there that disappear, and committing to doing away with that in your experience. You're filling your energy. And, as I'm looking at this Demonstrate Love card, I'm seeing this rainbow flow into the river, and the river looks like it has wings. Your ancestors, the higher energy, the higher light that loves and supports you always, your angels, your guardians, are always helping you flow in the right direction from a completely lit, balanced place within themselves, as a part of the whole, right? As part of the greater whole of this spirit. We're always being guided in the right direction. And so with tons of ancestral support from the 6 with the ancestors card to the legacy of light and demonstrating love, going back to, metaphorically or literally going back to our mothers, is a marriage of the healing, right? Whether it's going back to our mothers or going back to our ability to embody mother or maternal energy, right? Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. It's going back to your feminine duality and what it is that you nurture and prioritizing it, right? The people that love you and nurture you, that click with you and just understand you on a different level, that they're practically like a soul mom, if not blood mom, but soul mom. And really loving that connection and even potentially moving towards it, right? Potentially moving towards it. As we get into the tarot, we got the Ace of Cups with the Spirit of Swords, which is the King of Swords, the Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Heart of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. So we have 3 court cards. And off the screen, I have the top and bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So we got 3 aces and 3 court cards. I think that all of these people present and all of these ancestral, supports that you have at the beginning of the month, I feel like you're feeling that overflow of love energy. I think that unconditional understanding you have with someone else and they with you allows an overflow or a pour of acceptance and safety. I kind of want to say acceptance and safety. Feeling very much able to be yourselves. Come the second week and moving towards the last week with these court cards, I do feel as if this King of Swords, it's an Aquarian card. I think this King of Swords energy could very well be someone who I'm hearing like mystery to you. Even if you know them, I think they're kind of like a mystery to you. Like it's almost like they're constantly transforming before your eyes, and yet they're constantly the same. It's kind of an enigma, right? It's kind of an enigma. You don't understand necessarily where this person's perspective or why they choose things comes from. But I don't think you're clicking with it. I think there's this detachment from it because there's a lack of understanding in the connection. There's definitely a disconnect somewhere with the energy. And the Heart of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles, for me as a reader, it's usually a Taurean energy, but it's got Capricorn symbol on the card. And this is your reading, so I'm definitely, being guided to the Naked Tarot. I feel like this is definitely you in the reading. Your face as the buffalo, this very ancient and powerful animal medicine, is looking forward and away from the King of Swords, which is looking at the Ace of Cups. I think there's a part of the King of Swords that wants the Ace of Cups that you have with whoever this Queen of Wands is, this fiery feminine energy, right? It says Aries on the card, but all of them, the Spirit of Swords doesn't have to be Aquarius. It can be Gemini or Libra. The Queen of Pentacles could also be, it could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and the Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think you're leaning towards this Queen of Fire. I think you're looking at them and being inspired by them, and their heart is kind of lighting you up. I think as an ancient soul yourself, as an old soul yourself, which Capricorns are, they're old souls. I think you're looking at this spark of this fire energy, and it's looking familiar, like from long ago, where a part of you has been so rock solid and stable and the same for so long. I think you're remembering how it all started, and that it started with a spark. And I think that you're looking towards the spark and detaching more from the reasoning that someone else has, like their reasons for being or doing or saying things. I think you're looking, like, as much as you might respect it, right? Because it is a King of Swords. As much as you respect it, I feel as if you're just simply moving towards something that is very inspirational to you on a soul fire kind of level. Finding yourself and your passion all over again. Getting back into the heat of creation, right? And I think that's what this marriage to the healing is. This new, stable kind of energy, because after a while, and this Hierophant, he's holding a mouse, right? He looks like a cat and he's holding a mouse. And the mouse looks dead. It's not, moving. It's just dangling from its tail. And this is that little thieving, nickel and diming energy kind of thing. And it's like, we live in the house for so long, and it's been the way it's been for so long, that maybe when we do get a mouse in the pantry, we don't even notice. We might not notice for a long time until it's an actual serious problem and it's visible, and you don't realize just how much damage was done until you catch the first glimpse of it. And then when you go looking for it, you realize just how much, you've lost or has been ruined. And it's getting out of complacency, right? It's getting out of complacency. It's getting out of a stagnant, non-progressive kind of manifestation, right? The reality is changing. It's almost like now that you've caught the mouse and you're inspired to not just fix the problem, but maybe you're going to redo the entire exterior of the home. Maybe you're going to, get a familiar. Maybe you're going to buy a house cat, right? And it's a whole new energy in the house, because where there was no cat before, now there's a cat, and it wants to lay on your lap, and it wants to purr, and it wants to, take off and play with things. And, it's a whole new energy. The house is not the same, right? There's new life in it. There's new purpose in it. So I feel like that's the energy you're moving through for December. Moving into this divine flow, this divine improvement, and marrying the improvement. Never again will I become complacent. Never again will I let myself go. and not notice that my energy is draining or that I'm stagnating, right? Never again. I want to be in a vibration of inspiration. I want to let my heart manifest things. I want to let my soul create. It's being in that vibration and moving towards it, right? And moving towards it. So I hope this helps, Cap, with the energies that are working for you in December. I think you have a whole lot of support. I think there's a whole lot of love behind you. I think that this shift is an incredible shift, and no doubt a tying up of the loose ends when it comes to the ability to create bigger, to create better, to create blessing, to manifest the healing, right? Until next time, guys. This is Divine Rebel Racy signing out. I love you all. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.